Alrighty, hello guys, welcome your faces back to another video on my channel. Today we are back in Stormworks yet again, and today we're actually back with our train in the Hardcore Career Mode series. Now, as you guys can see, this is our locomotive. For some reason, the lights on both the front and the back are red. That is not something that I wanted to do, so I'm not sure why that's the case. But yes, we're going to go ahead and take this back to the workbench, because currently, we don't actually need it. So we're going to go ahead and get rid of that. We're going to go ahead and get rid of these guys, and we're going to get out our lorry instead. Alright, so this is our lorry. Well, kind of. This is one of our lorries, I suppose. But essentially, what we're going to do today is allow the truck to handle the brakes on the trailer as well. We're also going to actually add some lights to the back of this, because at the minute, there are none. So yeah, I'd like to add some lights. Let's delete those guys right there, and actually get some lights in the place of those. So we'll shove those guys right there like that, and I guess they're just going to be red. I'm sure that'll be fine. There we go. So, in order to actually do this then, we're going to scroll down. Here we go. Until we can find the ones that we've made. This one is going to be for the train, which is actually the one at the front. And then we've obviously got one for the one behind as well. So, shove that guy right there and figure it out. So, the input for the lights. Where is that then? That's actually the input for the brakes. We don't actually have proper brakes on this thing yet. Interesting. Very interesting. Anyway, yeah, so maybe that could actually be for the brakes. Who knows? But no, I think this should be for the actual brakes instead. That's fine. Anyway, what are the lights controlled by? Number 2. So that goes straight down to there. And then obviously we connect the composite data to here. And then we do a similar thing on this. That's fine. Okay, so I've gone ahead and put the opposite in here. That is fine. Data received goes into there, and then obviously this goes to the actual lights, because that is the way that this thing works. All right, cool. I also need the composite data to work. Yes. Let's go ahead and spawn this in. Make sure the lights actually do work. Jump to the other side. There we go. Press 2. All right, lights are working there. Lights are not working on the rear because we haven't actually given them any electricity. There we go. So now we should be good to allow that to work, I suppose. So let's go ahead and jump up. There we go. Get inside. Jump to the other seat. Press 2 again. And there you go. Lights on the trailer are working. Beautiful. Okay, so now I think we're going to have to involve some clamps, actually. This isn't something that I've ever really done before, but we need to put a braking system in. So we're going to do it. So a clamp is going to go on both sides right here like this. Essentially, one clamp needs to go to the brakes. So this one, and then these ones back here. Brake, 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 and brake. There you go. And that's going to go to W and S. There you go. What does W and S currently go to? This. It actually currently goes to a clamp as well. So I don't need 2, I only needed 1, but that's fine. So, max value is actually 0, min value is -1. There you go. If we go down to this one, max value is 1, min value is 0. There you go. So that'll control the throttle, but it'll also control the brakes going through this one. I think. I'm almost certain that's the way that works. I'm not going to test it just yet, because I need to test something else real quick. We need to actually set this to there as well. And I am going to delete this guy on this side. There we go. So hopefully, the brakes will actually work. Nice. Okay, so I've jumped in. Let's go ahead and go forwards. There we go. If I push S, that should be activating the brakes. So I'm actually going to go ahead and set that to full. There we go. And we'll check if that is actually true. So are the brakes working on these guys is the question. Variable brake is actually at -1. So do we need like a bit of an inverter on there? I guess we do. I don't know how this really works. Inverter. Yes. All right. So we're going to slap an inverter right next to this one. There you go. And then everything from... Oh, actually, does this go into here and then this goes into here? Is that essentially how this needs to work? I think so. No. Is it the other way around? My brain. My brain! I think it's the other way around. Yeah, so this actually goes into here. That goes into W and S, and then this goes to all the brakes. Yeah. I don't know, sometimes my brain works the right way around, sometimes my brain just really struggles with stuff like this. Alright, variable brakes. So, spawn that back in. There we go. Jump across. Set it so that the brakes should be on. Which they should be on now. There you go. And we'll check. So, brake is now on. Excellent. I don't know whether I've connected this bit up properly yet. So, those guys are not on. Okay, because I haven't actually connected them. Alright, makes sense so far. So this guy goes into here. Variable brake, variable brake, variable brake. All of these guys. There we go. Awesome. And now that should work too. So if I spawn this in again. Are these ones on? They're not on just yet. But if we go into here, we should be able to make them go on. Here we go. Let's turn the brakes on. Excelente. There we go. And if we jump out and go to the back end, are the brakes working here? I don't know whether I've inverted them. No, I have not! Alright, that's kind of silly of me, but there you go. So, this actually needs to connect onto there, and now we should be good. That is amazing, actually. That's really good. So, let's go ahead and set that to 0. It already is. And really, what I want to do is go collect some more fuel. Because it's kind of important that we get some more. Alright, let's go ahead and close this up. Let's go ahead and close this up real quick. Drive forwards, and then brake. Yeah, nice, the brakes actually work. That's fantastic. So, we now need an actual reverse gear, otherwise, we're going to have some serious issues. So, let's go ahead and smack that into a reverse gear. Connect this up to here, 4, and 4 is going to be for reverse. There we go, reverse is in. Excellent. Nice. That then does actually need some electricity, which it already has, and we are good to go. Alright, so let's drive forwards. There we go. Go ahead and press 4 and drive backwards. There we go too, and it totally works. Nice. If I need to slow down, we just go ahead and hold S, and it does actually brake for us. That is brilliant. Alright, go ahead and stop again. Yes, that is fantastic. Nice. Alright, we've actually made this like 10 times easier to drive now. So I'm actually really, really pleased with that. There is one more thing that we do need to do, and you guys will be very annoyed with this. We actually need to go to these guys again. And we need the value here to be 0, and the value here to be 1. And then we need to do the same thing on this side, because, you know, we've done it a million times before, but we need to do it again. So there we go. The doors now automatically close. Brilliant. Okay, so the cab leans over still quite a bit, but that's okay. If we press 2, our lights work on both the trailer and the truck. That is awesome. And I think today, I might actually go buy that building in front of us. Not this one, but the one quite far away. I think that's a good idea. Let's drive over there first, and then if we need to do anything else, we can come back and do it. Which, to be fair, I'm thinking I need to get more fuel. However, and there is actually a big however here, I don't know why it keeps getting deleted. So if anyone can tell me, let me know. Alright, so I am thinking this won't cost very much, but I could be completely wrong. 50,000, how much do we have? We got 169,000 pounds. That's more than enough to purchase this property, so that's what we're going to do. Alright, there we go, brakes on. Very nice, let's get outside and purchase it. Also, there might be a crate inside. I didn't think about that. Bam, there we go, nice. So now we can make bigger vehicles. That would be brilliant. There are crates inside of here, however, they're not actually the correct crates, which is super duper annoying, but also fine. So, what I'm thinking we do is we go buy some diesel, and we bring it down to here, and we store it in this one. I think that makes sense. Let's go get some. Alright, I'm not gonna lie to you guys either. This thing is actually very, very weird to drive. I guess we're a little bit top heavy, and that makes it very, very interesting when you go around corners. Because this thing likes to lean, and I don't know, the likelihood of actually tipping this thing over is probably quite high. I'm not gonna lie, it seems like it's probably very, very high. But yeah, I don't know. I haven't tipped over yet. It's just it feels like it will, which is not good. Okay, here we are. Hello, welcome to the sell point of the diesel. We've been here millions of times, so let's go get some more. And we should be good. I can't remember where the thing is. Oh, we can just get it from here. So let's go ahead and attach this onto there, and let's do this to open up the valve at the top, and there we go. Nice. Okay, so we're going to get to about 10,000, I guess, and that should be enough. We'll then go drop it off, and that should be good. What is this place right here? It's 100,000. I'm not sure. Oh, this is like quite a big dock, isn't it? That's what it is. And then you can also build a base on there. That might be really cool to do at some point, but not yet. Not just yet. Whoops, I might have went over a little bit. We're up to like 13,000 and a bit. That is quite a lot. So let's go ahead and duck underneath here, get inside the cab again, and turn around. I think I need to modify the microcontroller a little bit. It would actually be really nice to pass through full-on parking brakes, because that would be a good idea. So that I could do it from the cab as well. And I guess it would be good to pass some other stuff along too, but we don't necessarily need to do that just yet. So yeah, let's just go ahead and head back to the base that we just bought, and we'll go from there. Alright, so we've made it home. Very nice. Very nice indeedy. Right, okay. What am I thinking of doing? Well, one of the things that I'm thinking of doing is returning this back to the workbench. There we go. I am going to have to save that, but let's see if that is correct. Yes, 18,443. Very nice. Let's go ahead and save this really quickly over that one. There we go. And I did mention a little while ago that it would be really cool to build some sort of land, air, and sea vehicle. Maybe we should start working on that today. Alright, so there are a few ways of doing this, and I'm going to focus on, well, what I'm doing now. So, I'm going to base it on a hovercraft. I feel like that is a really, really good thing to base this on. So let's go ahead and build this out a few at the beginning. There we go. We're then going to go ahead and do these guys by about 3. There we go. We'll then send it on to maybe just 1 or 2 of these. There you go. And then 1 of these as well. Yes, there we go. Very nice. So what does that allow us to do? Well, you know my rib that we've built? Well, that can float, obviously. So we're going to try and allow this thing to float by building this, essentially, like a rib. Let's do it.
A little nonsense is what I need. Now if you want to get the best of me, got you smiling, that's for sure. Funny how you had the best of love. I don't know if I'll make it home. I don't know, not like I care. All I know, sound of disco. Only know I want the best of us. So I dance the night away when nobody's awake. I'll be the last to stay. Dance the night away, no matter what they say. Dance the night away when nobody's awake. I'll be the last to stay. Dance the night away, no matter what they say.
Bam! There you go. So this is essentially taking the design of the rib, and it is, well, it's going to be sort of a hovercraft, which is kind of weird, I know. The next thing that I want to do, instead of having it essentially be like this, so that this has to slide along the ground, we're going to need some wheels, which, you know, may or may not be a good idea. I genuinely don't know. So, we're going to delete about 5 right there. We're then going to have to do a similar thing right here. And then, actually, we're going to have to do this bit. There you go. So, we can build this up to here. We're going to have to do this bit and this bit to do this. There you go. And then we're going to have to do all of this to do this. Hey, there you go. And this piece too. Bosh. Right, so, you might be wondering, what are you doing? Well, we need some wheels. So, this is where the wheels are going to go. Is it a good way of doing wheels? Probably not. Probably not. But it's kind of cool. So we're going to go with the 5x5. I don't know whether we can have them like this. It looks like we can. If I make these way bigger and I make this way bigger, does that work? Yeah, it looks like they are actually underneath, and obviously they're on the top, but them being on the top is actually fine. So let's delete this guy and this guy. And we're going to put this here. And we're going to do this too. And then we are going to do this and this. Hey, there you go. So we got some wheels right there. We're going to do the same thing back here somewhere so that we can have them again, essentially, because we do need them again. So there you go. Let's do this out to there, and back to here. Copy this, move it backwards to, I guess, there, and paste it in. All right, very nice. So far, so good. What we are going to have to do is delete this guy and this guy, and essentially just wall it off like that, I guess. Do that and do this. There you go. And that is hopefully fully walled in. I think it actually is fully walled in, so that's good. Yeah, right, let's delete this guy and do this. And there you go. Delete these two. Spawn this in, see what it looks like. Looks like it could be a car. Why not? Okay, so the next thing, what are we going to do? Well, we're going to take these guys and we're going to shove them onto here and do this. Maybe. I don't know, actually. How do I want to go about doing this? Because if I attach that onto there, then we're going to have issues doing this one. We are, because that's going to have to go on there like this. And then this actually kind of needs to go there, but actually it would have to go here. Which doesn't make much sense to me. You know? But I guess we'll do it anyway. It makes no sense to me. So I would have to put that there, do this. There you go. Delete that guy and maybe shove this on instead. And then I'd have to do the same thing or a similar thing right here. So I'd have to do something like that. Kind of? No? Maybe? I don't know how this works. And does that go there instead? I have literally no idea. And then that would go there. Alright, cool. And then we could attach these guys, obviously, onto there by doing this. There we go. And there we go. So, what have we actually got sorted out here? We've got boat, and we've also got car. Sort of. We don't have any wings yet, but the entire body of this can be a wing. So, I don't think I have to deal with that too much. Alright, so how are we going to go about doing that then? Well, what we're going to do is get ourselves a control surface. Just like this one, a medium one. Is that too big? It does look too big. A small one, there we go, shove it right here in the center. And that is actually pretty much the right size. So I'm going to delete this. And I actually want to put it there, if possible. So let's go ahead and grab the small piece. There we go, shove it onto here. I think that way around. And that's okay. And delete this guy and this guy. And I'm going to shove this onto there like so. And delete all of that. And I'm going to replace it with this. There you go. Lovely jubbly. It's actually not bad. I'd also actually kind of like to do this too. But I don't know if it's a good idea. So there you go. I think that looks pretty good. Obviously, we are going to have to come up with a way of powering this. And I'm not sure what that's going to be yet. But so far, looking pretty cool. Alright, so if we were looking at a way to actually power this then, what if we had a propeller, and the propeller actually did both ground and air and sea? Because I think we should be able to do all of it with that. So if we go to propeller, rotor light, that is about the right size, actually. Rotor end light, that would work too. But I'm thinking, actually using the normal aircraft propeller might be a good idea. Maybe. So if we shove this onto there like that, there you go. We'll have to make it neutral and probably 3 blades. There you go. Yeah, that is what I want, I think. So let's get ourselves some pipes, attach it to it, and we'll see. We will see. So shove that there. There you go. I am going to get ourselves a little motor real quick. Shove that onto here. A little battery, just a tiny one, there you go, and a throttle lever as well, because I want to see it actually spinning. I'm going to get a seat too, just because reasons. So there you go, I want to be able to sit on this, just in case. Right, there you go, bosh that into there, bosh it into there, go. It won't take off, because we have no collective, but that's fine. So sit here. I didn't connect them. I keep doing this recently, and I'm not sure why, but I keep forgetting to do things. And it's kind of annoying. But there you go. So shove that onto there. And we'll see what this is like now. There you go. So it can spin quite freely. I don't know if we add a collective to this, whether it's going to damage it or not. So the next thing we're going to do is test that. So WNS on collective, go. Alright, we'll see. So, go ahead and do this first, obviously. There you go. And do this. We got collective, and it is actually fine. Brilliant. Okay, so that's actually pretty good. Right, how do we go about this then? I think what I'm going to do next is actually work on sort of securing this. I want it to look nice as well as just work. So I'm going to build this out to around here. I do want to build that down if I can. But obviously it doesn't fit on there properly, so I'm not sure what to do in this situation. I might just do this. There you go. And then maybe something like this. Yeah, sure, why not? That could look cool. Let's go and shove this guy into here. We'll then do one of these. Yep, there we go. We will do one of these. And then we'll go straight into another one of those. There we go. And yeah, that doesn't work. Alright, we need to use 2 of these then. Alright, there we go. Grab that guy again. Shove it onto here. Bosh. And then attach that directly across there like so. Honestly, I think that actually looks really cool. I like it. Alright, so the next thing I'm going to do is actually add some pipes. Does it make sense? Probably not, but we're going to do it anyway, so there you go. And I'm going to shove this pipe all the way across here, and hopefully that looks good. Yeah, sure. I don't know whether those pipes make sense, but we're going to keep the other ones in. So, delete these ones. There you go. We'll keep those ones in. That, to me, looks pretty good. Yeah. Nice. So, I am thinking we might have some issues in boat mode, but we can figure that out soon. I do want to see if it floats, so we're going to have to take it over to the dock and see. But, land, sea, and air vehicle is coming along quite nicely. Okay, so just to test whether it floats, we are going to go to the dock, but I am going to go to sleep first because reasons. So, with a vehicle like this, you can have it so that it either transforms or something like that, or whether it can all do it at once. The only problem is, if it can do everything at once without transforming, you're going to run into quite a few issues. One of which being that you have to actually make sure that it works for everything. And unfortunately, that's really kind of difficult to do. So, it floats, that is good, that is kind of all I needed to do. The land stuff should be relatively easy anyway, so all we really have to worry about is sea and air. So how is that going to work? I don't really want to add wings to this thing, I think I'm going to try and do it wingless. Yeah, whether that's going to work or not, I'm not sure, but for now, that's fine. So, let's go ahead and save this as it currently is. I'm then going to load into a plane, which is this one. And I want to make sure that this side is correct, which it is. So we now got to go back into this. On this side, it is going to be like this. There you go. So these are essentially the wings. And then on the other side, it needs to be the other way around. So kind of like that. Are they in the same actual place? I don't know. Yeah, it looks like they are. Alright, cool. So those are going to be our roll control surfaces. We then need an actual control surface for our yaw. Now, that actually comes under both sea and air. So we need a rudder somewhere. I don't know where a rudder should go, but it has to be either in the sea or, well, actually, yeah, it has to be in the sea. So, I think I'm going to delete this and we're going to have a rudder right here. Unfortunately, what that does is disallows the road stuff. So I can't actually do that. I just can't. It's not going to work. This has to pretty much stay here, so it sort of has to go on the back like this. That looks really ugly, but I think that might be what we actually have to do. So, let's go ahead and just shove it on. Right there like that, right there like this, and I guess that's fine. I can't actually place anything right here, but what I can do is this, and I can do this. By attaching it to places like that, it makes it look a little bit more reasonable, I guess. But there you go. We now have rudders. Cool. Okay, next thing is batteries. I do actually want some batteries. I'd like to place them on the inside. However, I feel like we're going to have some issues, but some issues. Let's go ahead and delete 3 right here, 3 right there, and try and attach this right there like that. That would be lovely, but I can't. And the main reason I can't is because it won't let me. Right, delete these guys. We're then going to put this in here like this. There you go. Get ourselves the big old battery. Shove it onto there so that it's this way around. Delete those guys, and that's fine. There you go. So our battery's going to go right here. Connect these guys together. Connect the batteries themselves together. And then connect it to everything else. I know that's not really a good way of doing things, but that's the way I'm going to do it. Bosh. There you go. Batteries in. So, another thing we're going to need is obviously some fuel. And that's going to be a pain in the bum. And we're also going to need an actual engine, which is also going to be a pain in the bum. But we'll figure that out soon. Yeah, so for now, I think I'm actually going to go ahead and leave this one like this. I want to see what you guys think about the situation in the comments down below. So let me know whether you think this is a good build to do or whether it's not really a good build to do. Honestly, I just like building, and something like this really caught my eye. Dave Wrexham was on about it, and honestly, it seems like a good idea. I'm also actually in the mindset of building some sort of small civilian wheeled aircraft over there, and that's why I bought that place. But yeah, let me know in the comments down below what you guys think of this, whether I should continue with it, whether I should just, you know, bin it, or what. Let me know. But for now, thank you guys very much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.